Hey Richmond, what have you been doing that's innovative, fun, and new? Lose that puzzled look. Check out What Works RVA TV weekly for a spotlight on people, places, events, and much more. Watch What Works RVA TV Tuesdays at 5 on CW Richmond.
Some law firms advertise that they want to represent people with serious injuries.
McEachin & G believes that whether it's a neck or back strain,
or whether you've lost a limb or the life of a loved one,
it is serious, and the insurance company and your attorney should take it just as seriously.
At McEachin & G, every case for every client matters.
Let the experience, the personal attention, and the caring of McEachin & G represent you with your personal injury.
Welcome to Dogwood Trace Golf Course, located on Homestead Drive here in Petersburg, Virginia. Formerly Lee Park Golf Course, the facility was shut down for 4 years due to the destruction caused by Hurricane Isabel. In 2007, the city of Petersburg purchased the property. The golf course was completely renovated and reopened to the public in 2008. The newly restored Dogwood Trace Golf Course now boasts 4 sets of tees, tight tree lines, and fast greens to provide an enjoyable test for golfers of all calibers. The challenging par 3s and par 5s, combined with premium A1, A4 bent grass greens, and plush 419 Bermuda fairways to guarantee each and every player a satisfying golfing experience.
My name is Leslie Spade, well known as Sarge. Everybody around the golf course calls me Sarge. I've been working here for almost 5 years. I'm in charge of the marshal and starter at the golf course. Dogwood Trace is one of the best golf courses in the Tri-City area. A lot of people come from all over the state, come into play, and the first thing they question to ask is the private golf course because the greens are so good and the golf course is so nice.
My name is Michael Swope. I'm the assistant golf professional here at Dogwood Trace Golf Course, located in Petersburg, Virginia. We are right off of 95, right next to the Petersburg High School. And we offer 18 holes, carts included, 60 golf carts, driving range, putting green, chipping green, as well as a clubhouse that we're about to finish here in the fall months. The clubhouse will have a full-service bar, grill, restaurant, pro shop, and conference room for our business leaders in the Petersburg area. We are using the same brand as the City of Petersburg, and we embrace the I Am Petersburg, Virginia golf logo, as most of our merchandise and apparel support that. We are a municipality, so it's not a private course. We're a municipality to where anybody in the city of Petersburg is able to come out and play. Open to the public, offer memberships to those who want the memberships. Catered to a very specific clientele, kind of a blue-collar facility with some upscale flair to it. Host a lot of fundraisers, host a lot of outdoor events, a lot of fire departments, police departments. McEachin & G do tournaments out here.
Here's a question for every parent out there. If you could fast forward 20 years to see how your kid's doing in life, would you do it? Well, we can't time travel yet, but we can see the future better with the new Common Core state standards in our schools. They set clear goals for every stage of learning, and they're the same for everyone no matter what zip code you're in. So you can be sure your student is really grasping what she needs to know to get to graduation and beyond. Find out how it all works at commoncoreworks.org.
This is What Works RVA TV, where we highlight people, places, and things that matter to people here in the RVA. Today we're here to speak with attorney Donald G., managing partner of McEachin & G law firm. Let's go inside, meet Donald. So Donald, How did all of this get started?
Well, all this started when I was really young. Grew up on a farm in Victoria, Virginia, which is part of Lunenburg County. And my mama gave me an option. This is around 4th, 5th grade, and we were talking about getting an education, and she gave me a choice of getting myself educated and bettering myself or staying there working on the farm. So I chose the education route, and I decided that the farm life wasn't for me. I went to Howard Law School in Washington, D.C., and I chose Howard, and that was basically because my brother Earl had attended Howard, and that's where he got his law degree. So I wanted to keep that in the family, and I went to VCU and I went to Howard just because Earl had graduated.
Gotcha. And of course, after VCU, going to Howard, you returned to Richmond.
Yes, I returned to Richmond, of course, from a small one traffic light town. I come to what would be, in my mind, a big city, being the city of Richmond, and then I go to law school in D.C., and that was just out there, above my head. So after 3 years, I made my way right back to Richmond because I felt like it was a good, comfortable place that I could start the practice of law.
So of course the locations, 6 locations, that's huge, and of course the expansion here. I mean, McEachin and G, needless to say, is on the grow.
Yes, we are doing some expansion and some renovations here. We have a conference room, as you saw coming in, and we have another large conference room downstairs and a couple small conference rooms. But we feel the need to open up some more space for depositions and interviewing of clients and things of that nature. Come on, let me show you where we are. Okay. We've taken a couple of assistant areas and changed those into what will now be a conference room. And as you can see here, this space was small. Well, this is the hallway, and this were the areas where 2 of the assistants were. So we're going to take that and also move this wall over and make this a larger conference room so we can accommodate some of the needs of our clientele. And in doing so, it's a perfect opportunity for me to have my office somewhat renovated to accommodate access to that large conference room. So I'll get some renovations done here, move a door so that I can get out of it. And we're hoping to have all of this completed by the middle part of June. And so again, we're fortunate based on the trust that our clients put in us to handle their legal needs.
And of course, making it very comfortable and accommodating for your clients when they come in and need your service.
That's what it's all about, our clients.
Wow. Now, you know, over the years, I've heard stories about how some of your clients really appreciated your handling their personal injury cases. How did you begin practicing personal injury?
Well, when I came out of law school, honestly, I felt like I was going to do one or two things, and that would be the practice corporate type law or do criminal law. Now, ask me why would you go on each end of the spectrum. But what happened was in 1985, when I first came out of law school, I was in an automobile accident. And in being in an automobile accident, it shut me down for a while. And just as I have clients now, I understand that why there's a lack of appreciation for what can happen in the insurance industry. I did not like the way I was treated by the insurance industry. I did not like the way the adjuster handled my case. I did not like the way they downplayed everything that I was going through. Coming out of law school, you're about ready to have student loans hit you. You're trying to make a living, trying to get a start. You're trying to keep a job, you're on medications, and they're acting like they don't owe you anything. Well, I didn't ask for the problem, and so going through what I went through with my accident, it made me change a lot about the practice of law and where I felt like I was going to go. I wanted to put an emphasis on the personal injury side of the law because I wanted to try to help any of the clients that I'd be blessed to get to not to have to feel and go through the things that I had to feel and go through, and so I started putting more and more emphasis on personal injury.
Personal injury. And of course, now you've been practicing personal injury for over 25 years, maybe?
Yes, I started personal injury back in '86, and I've been doing it. And it's really interesting how getting through what I got through on a personal note, and then getting clients to come through. And I guess one of the best decisions that I made was taking on a case for a client, and that's how I actually met one of my partners, Donald McEachin, because he was actually doing the insurance defense on the case, and he and I sit down one day, and we're walking back from the John Marshall Courts building downtown Richmond, and he says to me, we really could be doing this for ourselves. He was working for a big law firm that did a lot of insurance defense, and I'm working for a 2-3 man shop that did some of everything with some personal injury in there, and that's how it all got started with he and I.
Wow, and what a great start. And now this has grown into how many locations now?
We have 6 locations and 7 attorneys. When we first got started, one of the things that we had to do was convince my brother Earl to give up a thriving practice in the Army JAG. And get him to give up all the benefits that Uncle Sam was to give him. And so he decided that he would put a little faith and trust in our thought process of trying to grow a business, and he decided to come and hang out with us, but also keeping his foot in the door. So he went reserves for a number of years and found his way to the status of colonel before he ultimately retired. But yes, we got started as McEachin & G truly in 1990.
1990. Yes. First office being right here in Richmond?
Yes, the first office was actually downtown Richmond. With at 7th and Main Street, where we were until 2000. But that was fun being down there. We were close to the courthouse. We grew out a decent sized office in there, and since that time we started branching on out.
Thank you, Donald. I really appreciate it.
Enjoy.
All right. We've been speaking with managing partner, attorney Donald G. of McEachin & G Law Firm. For more information about their many services, their scholarship program, and the upcoming golf tournament, their information is available on our screen, or visit them at McEaching.com. This is What Works RVA.
Children and adolescents can have mental health disorders that may interfere with the way they think, feel, and act. These disorders may lead to school failure, family conflicts, drug abuse, and delinquency. Call AES today, 804-321-2777. Innovative educational and counseling services in the homeschool and community. 804-321-2777, or visit AES on the web at aesofva.com. AES, opening doors to a brighter future.
I'm Cavell Phillips, and we're here at Dogwood Trace in Petersburg for the McEachin & G Higher Education Scholarship Golf Tournament. And again, another successful day, another beautiful day here at Dogwood Trace. We have with us 3 of the attorneys that's a part of the McEachin & G Law Firm team. We have managing partner Donald G, Rob Severs, and Earl G. And again, guys, what do you think? Was it pretty good?
I think it was a great success.
All right, and we consider this being a successful golf tournament because we were able to raise funds to help kids or graduating seniors in high school go on to further their education. What prompted McEachin & G to do this?
Well, I guess we have to start back many years ago. I have to give my brother the credit for it. In the early 90s, I believe it was 1992, it was his brainchild, because growing up, we never had money for books. So he thought of a way that we could start giving some youth some money to at least help them with their books. They could get student loans, they could get work scholarships, but they oftentimes didn't have enough money to get their materials. So that's how this got started, probably about almost 30 years ago now.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, of course, McEachin & G, the scholarships that you present each year, that territory stretches as far as, say, Richmond to...
Well, actually, it's pretty far now. We go all the way down as far as Mecklenburg County and services some of the high schools in Mecklenburg, such as Bluestone High School and Parkview High School, all the way over to Prince Edward County, including Lunenburg County, also, and get those high schools there. And we go all the way over as far east as Charles City and New Kent at this point, and as far west as Powhatan and Goochland, including, of course, servicing the north side of Richmond and Hanover and Henrico counties.
It's really amazing because some of the attorneys at the law firm McEachin & G, I know not just the 3 of you, but there are others who play golf.
And one gentleman who's pretty amazing on the golf course is Rob Severs, and he and Donald probably two of the best. Would you say in the law firm?
I would say it. I'm in third place, but way down.
Third place. But Rob, how long have you been playing?
Since before I could remember, probably 4 or 5 years old.
And Donald, you've been playing?
Probably about 5-6 years now, somewhere in that neighborhood.
You're that good in 5 years?
No, I'm
He is that good in 5 years. This guy's amazing. I can't believe it. He's that
He's
good.
come a long way, really.
I have Rob oftentimes giving me some of those tips that he learned way back when he was 4 or 5 years old. But I have to say this though, Rob's been very instrumental on the panel and the committee that we have with this. You know, the tournament itself is only a couple of years old, but we've been able to put it together well because of his knowledge of the game and some of the people that we should approach.
Yeah.
I've got to give kudos to him for all the assistance that he's given the marketing department in doing this.
All right. And of course, next year's tournament is already scheduled for Dogwood Trace here in Petersburg, August 12th.
Yes, sir.
And all you have to do is go to the McEachin and G website. It's McEaching.com. McEaching.com. Or you may give us a call in Richmond, 804-226-4111. Southside Virginia, 434-447-4747. Again, guys, thank you so much for putting this all together, making it happen for our kids. And again, being the guys that you are in our community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Every 2 minutes, someone is sexually assaulted. Half of victims are under the age of 18.
Children are told by their abusers not to tell.
I have to keep it secret.
Most children know their abusers.
I don't have to keep a secret.
If you can't tell your parents, tell someone else.
And keep telling and telling until someone listens.
Always tell if someone tries to touch you. I'll have to keep a secret. I have the right to be protected, to be left alone, to express my opinion. I have the right to be free. To be free. To be free. I have the right to be free.
Are you keeping a secret?
If you're being sexually abused, you're not alone.
It's not your fault.
There is someone who can help.
Give yourselves a big hand this afternoon. Come on. All of you help make this a huge success. Now I have to say thanks to all of the ministers who are here. Yeah, right. Starting with the Dean of Theologists. Thank you for all your kindness, all your encouraging words. I'm going to announce this. We have to guess the number of teams that are in the boxes over there. And you want to talk about somebody who knows how to cheat? The number of teams that were in the boxes were 253. Tony Brothers guessed 250. So, and what he guesses, $2 $40 tickets to be admitted to the Craft Basket Family Fun Day. August 22nd. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you all been waiting for. And that's for the announcement of the McEachin and G Higher Education Scholarship Golf Tournament closest to the front. And we're proud to announce the winner, and that's Bruce Tiller. Bruce Tiller. Taylor made 60-degree win. Bruce, if you're glad that you came, say yeah! All right. The longest drive, tailor-made slider. And now for the longest drive, again, courtesy of Tan's Driving School, Petersburg on West Washington Street. The winner is Roy Rendell. Longest drive. 80 years young. And by the way, this longest distance drive had nothing to do with on the golf course. He came from the furthest this one. Oh, here's the biggie. Here's the biggie right here. McEachin and G basket. 065. 065 for a winner. All right, we're going to do the Callaway bag. How about Callaway bag this time? How about Mr. Ivan Gilmore? Come on. $80. Let's give him a big hand as he comes. Use it in good health, my brother. 2 rounds of golf at Brookshire, courtesy of McEachin and G. And Brookshire going to, how about 947? You got an opportunity to play golf at Brookshire. 947. 947. Right here, my name. All right. What's your name? All right. Let's hear it for Jay. Put your hands together, boy. Come on, let's get this going. All right. $600 driver. This is going to Sherwood Baskerville. $86 bid. Baskerville. And man. All right.
Hi, we're here with Woody from 106.5 The Beat. Woody, tell us, why is it so important for The Beat to be a part of McEachin and G Higher Education Scholarship Golf event?
Well, first, we'd like to thank you from 106.5 The Beat and iHeartMedia for making us a sponsor. We've worked with McEachin and G for the past few years, and we're always looking at giving back to the community in any way possible.
Thank you so much. Once again, this is Woody from 106.5 The Beat.
Thank you.
Hey Richmond, what have you been doing that's innovative, fun, and new? Lose that puzzled look. Check out What Works RVA TV weekly for a spotlight on people, places, events, and much more. Watch What Works RVA TV Tuesdays at 5 on CW Richmond.
I'm Cavell Phillips, and we're here at Dogwood Trace for the McEachin and G Higher Education Scholarship Golf Tournament. Many of our sponsors who've been part of this and last year's tournament, they're ecstatic about the opportunity to help young people further their education. Representing the Virginia School for Nurses Aid is Ms. Shelton. She and Ms. Tony Rivers, they represent a great school for great people who are interested in going into nurses aid, that career. Am I right?
Correct.
All right. And why was it so important that you guys be a part of it this year?
We wanted to give people a start in their education and be starting off becoming a nurse aid student, and then hopefully they'll further their education into nursing.
Now, who can apply or who qualifies?
Anyone qualifies for our program. We don't have an age limit, and we also accept those who do not have a high school diploma or GED.
Excellent. Again, we're speaking with Ms. Shelton from the Virginia School for Nurse Aid, and again, another great sponsor of the McEachin and G Higher Education Scholarship Golf Tournament here at Dogwood Trace.
Special moments don't just happen, they are created. The talented staff of Occasions by AK know this all too well. Hi, this is Angie of Occasions by AK. Call me today to plan your next event.
Now, again, we know that a lot of the golfers, they came ready to play, but they also like to get a little something in the breadbasket before they start swinging the clubs. Today, we have with us Michael from Sculptures by Michael. And again, we're happy to have you here, and you really put out a spread for breakfast. And then, of course, you provided lunch for us as well. Now, for breakfast, we had what?
We had sausage biscuits, chicken biscuits, bacon and egg biscuits, home fried potatoes, and muffins, fruit, and yogurt.
I don't think I missed any of that. I think I got it all. But I was thinking, maybe at lunchtime I can make some room for more. But for lunch, Michael has gone all out for this year's golf tournament. And Mike, let's start. Where do you want to start?
We have baked beans. We have pasta.
Now, special recipe from Sculptured by Michael?
Yes, I try to make this a different type of golf tournament, something that's hearty. And pasta, marinara, macaroni and cheese.
Now, mac and cheese like mama make it or better?
Like mama.
Like mama made it. All right.
Then we have chicken stir fry.
Wow. Now, this will make the golfers come in a little early.
Hot dogs and hamburgers. Because everybody might have a different appetite for something.
Everybody likes hot dogs and hamburgers.
Baked chicken.
Wow, come on.
And if they don't want bake, they want something extra, barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken. Never can go wrong with that. And again, cake sculpture by Michael. And again, Mike, if for whatever reason, those watching like to have an event such as this golf tournament or any other event, how might they contact you?
Just call me at 804-226-1226. And I specialize in wedding cakes as well.
All right, give that number again.
804-226-1226. And if you can't remember 804-226-1226, just remember the day after Christmas.
All right.
12/26.
All right. Good man. So again, McEachin and G Higher Education Scholarship Golf Tournament, and we're here with cake sculptured by Michael.
For more than 20 years, McEachin and G has given scholarships to graduating high school seniors. The 2015 McEachin and G Higher Education Scholarship Golf Tournament was a success thanks to the participants and many sponsors. Edible Arrangements Colonial Heights, where ordinary treats become special. Strosider Chevrolet near Fort Lee, come pick out your next car. And the Raymond Kendall Group. McEachin and G thanks these business partners for supporting higher education.
McEachin and G, personal injury attorneys in our community.
Hey Richmond, what have you been doing that's innovative, fun, and new? Lose that puzzled look. Check out What Works RVA TV weekly for a spotlight on people, places, events, and much more. Watch What Works RVA TV Tuesdays at 5 on CW Richmond. Thank you for joining us for another episode of What Works RVA. Give us a call at 804-649-7400 to find out how you could be a guest on our show and learn more about this show's sponsorship packages and opportunities. What Works RVA is a production of Solar Virginia, all rights reserved. The comments and opinions expressed by the guests do not necessarily reflect the views of Solar Virginia or this station.